Hi friends, welcome to Queen of Sense, or welcome if you're new here. This is January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year! Ah! It is a little late in the evening while I'm filming this. I had hoped to film this earlier in the day, but you know, things happen, life happened. But yeah, it's still January 1st. It is at the moment 10:05 p.m. So I'm up kind of late filming this. For some people, I'm a night owl, so it doesn't really bother me. But anyway, as I said, welcome to the channel. So what is going on in this video? If you saw the title, I created a challenge that I wanted to do for the entirety of 2026. If you're familiar with the concept of a vision board, this is my compact version of a vision board. So this vision board 2026 challenge I created is a roll and save challenge, and I created it in mind to be intentional, to help me with goal setting, and just as a really cozy cash budgeting vehicle for the year for me. It's not available in my Etsy shop. It's just something I created for myself. It's just a little compact challenge, and I'll walk you through it. With this, I don't want to put any pressure on myself, so there won't be any rushing. There won't be any attempts at perfection. It's going to be kind of all over the place, probably. It's just going to be a quiet weekly check-in for me with my goals and my money for the entire year of 2026. And new vision board videos will go up every Thursday. I don't know if I'll have a set time. I kind of just record when I can. But I'm really glad you're here. Again, happy 2026, January 1st, and let's get started. So I had a little to-do list for myself that I filled out today when the new year began. So I don't really need this. This was just for me. So I'm going to move this to the side because I'm going to need a little. And I was going through my wallet to make sure, you know, I didn't have anything in there that needed to be followed up on at the moment. But anyway, as I mentioned, this is my vision board, and it's just in this cute little acrylic binder. I created a dashboard for it, Vision Board 2026, and these are things that just really appeal to me, to inspire me, things that I want to attain or be on the way to attaining for myself. 2025 was a rough year, and 2026, I'm entering it with all the hope and love and promise that I can possibly put forth. So this is sort of like a love letter to myself as well, reclaiming the me that was lost from last year. So there are 20 pages in this book, and I set it up as a savings challenge, as I said, and on the top of every page, you'll see like a Polaroid style image. It could be a photo, it could be a quote that I found inspiring, it could be anything. It will be PC, I swear, nothing raunchy. For example, one of my favorite shows used to be Sex and the City when it was first on the air, and then they came out with the new show And Just Like That. And when I saw, I snapped this. I like to snap screenshots. I don't know about y'all. If there's something that I find intriguing or interesting, or I want to revisit at a later date, I'll snap a screenshot and I might reuse it in something, or I might use it as motivation, or I might, you know, pin it on the wall, or actually pin it on a wall for visual aids. This is a screenshot I snapped. I was watching Moya. I'm sure you guys know who Moya is. And she has this series on her channel where people send her creations from their shop, if they're creators, and she showcases the products on their channel. And there was just something about this challenge that she was holding up from Creatively Kesey, and I'll leave the link in the description of this video so you can go check it out yourself. This was a monthly scratch-off challenge that Creatively Kesey created that I just found so simple yet beautiful and aesthetically appealing. And I don't know, something about it just captured my attention, and I just wanted to take a screenshot to remember it. And how fitting is it that this is January and we are in January. So I wanted to make this screenshot my first challenge and label it "and just like that" to remind myself of, you know, possibilities. So each challenge will have 16 of these little circles to fill out, and it will be a roll and save, as I said. So I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. So there are 20 challenges, and again, I'll walk you through what's in what I personally have in the book. I will be doing it a little bit differently. So if you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, and you don't have to, if you're rolling with advantage or disadvantage, you always have to roll 2d20, and you either take the lowest or the highest. And so for my challenge, I will be rolling 2d20. These are two of my lovely metal d20s, and I will be taking the highest to determine which of the challenges I will be saving for that day. And every video I will have a monetary goal of what I'm going to be saving. So for this one, which will be labeled chapter 1, $45 is my budget. 45. That's all I have to contribute this time around. So I'll be rolling the 2d20s, taking the higher of the two to determine which of the challenges I will be cash stuffing, and then I'll be rolling a d6 to determine how much I'm going to save. And so I'll do it once. So I'll roll the d6 once, and then after I've rolled it and I've written down the number and I've cashed up for the amount, I'll roll the d20s again, select another challenge if it's not the same one, and repeat the process. So that's how I'm going to play my vision board challenge. And so that was January, and well, that was the first challenge. Second challenge, I love snacks. My favorite snack is olives. Some people like Doritos, donuts, ice cream, you name it. Give me a jar of green olives and I will love you to the moon and back. It is the best snack for me ever. Like, I could literally just sit and eat a whole jar of green olives. It's not healthy for you to do that, but I love green olives. So I found this in Canva, and I'm just like, yeah, that's got to go in my book. That's every time I buy groceries, I want to buy a jar of olives. And every time I run out, I really crave them just like nobody's business. So yeah, this is something, just inspiration for me to eat healthier and save money, because I don't know if you've looked at the prices in the grocery store these days. When I first fell in love with eating green olives, you could get a jar for like $2. Now it's like $7 for a jar of olives. I'm not kidding. And we're talking like a 20-ounce jar. We're not even talking about a huge container. We're talking about like itty bitty container like that. So, or like that rather, not a huge, you know, we're talking about it like a mason jar size. But anyway, I love taking baths. I love soaking away my troubles. So every Polaroid snapshot in this book has some kind of message. So this one says, soaking my cares away. And that's literally it. It's just a tub looking out on a snowy landscape, nobody's around except for you, just enjoying a hot bath, maybe a book and a glass of wine and some nice candles if you have them available. But yeah, hot baths for the win. This Ready Set Travel, pretty explanatory. I love Michael Kors luggage. I once owned one of these duffel bags. Sadly, I had to sell it to help cover rent when I lost my job. And those are really expensive bags, and it was monogrammed and everything. So when I get back on my feet, one of the things, and I love to travel, and I love to travel in style. So when I get back on my feet, one of the things that are one of my goals is to repurchase the luggage, get it monogrammed again. It's just something that I enjoyed. And yeah, so that's why this is here in my vision board. This, the starter home. And this is a kind of a joke to myself. Yeah, that is not a typical starter home, but it was an inspiration / joke to myself. I have never owned a home. I have gone house shopping a couple times, usually when I was dating someone, and I always decided not to buy because either the guy's credit was not the greatest, and I didn't feel that they would be a good match long term, and so I always found a way to back out, and I did that like twice. And it's usually to someone I was engaged to, not mentioning any names or trying to throw stones at them in any way, but yeah, I never got around to purchasing a home, and I am now 53. I turned 53 in 2025, October 2025, and I would like to buy a home. So this is a goal for me. It will be my starter home, and it may not look like this, like a mansion, you know, but goals. You gotta have goals. Next, I am obsessed with Louis Vuitton. I've never owned any Louis Vuitton. If I could afford Louis Vuitton, I would. And that's simply that. I like luxury goods, and Louis Vuitton is at the top of my list. And this is titled A Few of My Favorite Things. And this is just a snapshot. I'm pretty sure I was scrolling on Instagram and saw this, perhaps, and took a snapshot and saved it in my phone. That's all. This, I labeled it the Orient Express. I would love to travel by train. Somewhere in Europe. I don't know where yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. But this is just one of my goals that I've always wanted to do. This is a quote that caught me. I have not purchased anything from Fashion Nova in years and years. But whoever's running their Instagram feed, they know how to get your attention. And they had so many great quotes this past year, 2025, on their Instagram feed. And this one was, never question why it's taking so long. Blessings are scheduled, not rushed. And I wrote, count your blessings. And so I thought that was a good quote to add to my challenge as inspiration. I would like a new car. Doesn't have to be an Escalade, but this one is pretty nice. My current car, I've owned it since 2015, is a Chevy Captiva Sport. It looks nothing like an Escalade at all. It is great on gas mileage. But yeah, I would like to upgrade to a vehicle such as this, where I'm not worried about transporting furniture in the back of it or packing, putting a mattress on the roof to move myself. This is a big girl car in my mind. And it doesn't have to be an Escalade. I just, in the coming year, we are in the coming year, in 2026, one of my goals is to save up for a new vehicle and trade in the one I have. The one I have is totally paid off. I would like to pay cash for the new car. I don't want another car note. No. Okay, so this is another quote I found. How could you look at me and not want to give me the world? And I'm a big James Bond fan, and when I read that, there was a James Bond film called The World Is Not Enough. And so the world is not enough, and there was a whole song and everything to go with it, and that was just an inspirational quote I found that I wanted to incorporate in the book. This, pretty self-explanatory. Spa day, somewhere exotic. Never taken this opportunity to go and travel abroad and just relax like this. I have been abroad. I'm a Navy brat, so growing up we've lived overseas in Okinawa, Japan, but yeah, as an adult I've never taken a trip just to go sit at a resort like this and just relax at all. This one appeals to my nerdy side. This is Galaxy's Edge. And of course, that's Chewbacca standing in front of the Millennium Falcon. And this says, Chewie, we're home. This is from the sequels that came out. It was something that Han Solo said to Chewie when they found the Millennium Falcon again. So I've always wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge since it was first announced back during COVID. I have not been yet. I was saving to go when COVID hit. Haven't been yet. It's now 2026, and so it's still on my list of goals to accomplish. This, I'm always trying to get this done, working on my fitness. I found the buffest looking woman I could find on the internet and just put her here as a placeholder. That's not how I look. I know that's probably not how I'm going to look, but just wanted to add it as motivation, just to get me reinvigorated. I used to own gym equipment. I used to go to the gym before I owned gym equipment. I've fallen off since COVID, and it's time to start back up again just for my own health. Next, if you're reading this, you owe me a gift. Be the gift is what I wrote. Again, just a phrase that popped out at me. Now these last 6, please do not look at the quality. My printer started running out of ink. It was really upset with me. And I'm waiting for my HP shipment to come in so I can reprint these last 6, but you'll get the picture. It's just a woman holding a stack of bills in front of her face, and it says 1 month ahead. Pretty self-explanatory. I want to rebuild my 1 month ahead fund, my emergency fund, all that. This one is just a note that says pay debt, and down here I wrote break free. And it's just a reminder to myself that I do have debt. I need to tackle it. Plain and simple. This is another message I found. It says, babe, are you okay? You barely touched your full potential. And I laughed out loud when I first saw that. And I just wrote goals underneath it. Again, just an inspiring message. Next, your novel is calling. And this is a person just, sitting down at their laptop, hammering it out. I do have a background in interior design and creative writing. I've been writing since I was a child, and I actually did publish a book through Amazon. It's a budgeting book. I just literally published it a few days ago. I'm going to be ordering a copy to see how it actually turned out. I use Amazon KDP, and I designed it in Canva. But I have been writing a novel, an actual novel, fantasy novel, since I was 19. And I would like to finish it, publish it, whether that's self-publishing or what have you. So this is just a reminder to myself to feed back into that skill, that desire, that dream. So that's why it's here in my vision board. Found another quote. I'm so in love with me that anything less than obsession feels disrespectful, to be honest. And one of the Mariah Carey's songs, my favorites is the song "Why You So Obsessed with Me," or "Obsessed." So it had to make it in the book. And then the very last page in the challenge, you can't really tell. Probably it's the color is kind of weird because the ink was running out, but it's just a piggy bank, a gold piggy bank with a bunch of coins around it. And in the on the Polaroid section, I wrote challenge ... completed, scratched that out, and put crushed it in red. So when I reprint it, it'll look a lot better, and it'll be a lot more apparent. But I wanted this to be the end of the challenge because you want to crush your goals, and I thought that was a fitting end to the book. So that is the walkthrough of my vision board challenge. So as I mentioned, I have $45 to work with. And this, by the way, was my attempt at trying to create an envelope. I don't know what I was doing. And this is what I ended up with, sort of like a dry erase board / bookmark. So, you know, fail, but not fail. But anyway, so yeah, we have $45, and I will be pulling out my calculator because we have to be accurate. So we're gonna move that to the side. All right, so as I mentioned, we are going to be doing a roll and save, and I have metal dice. It is not advisable to roll them on a desk. So we are going to roll the highest of the two. Well, we're going to roll the two D20s, and we're going to pick the highest of the two. And I hope you can see this. Hopefully it's in frame. Okay, so that's an 11 and 19. So that is going to be the first challenge. And so 20 is the pig. So it's this one. Why you so obsessed with me? And we are now going to roll a d6 to see how much we're going to save. 2. All right, so let's pull the challenge out. I don't really have a lot of space here. This is not laminated because I'm going to reprint it, so it doesn't really matter if I write on it or not. All right, so 2. And we are going to be using prop money. So $2. And I'm going to let it dry before I put it back in, just so it doesn't stain the envelope. All right. And again, I'm not rushing, so if you need to go grab a coffee, take a break, what have you, please do so. We are playing until we run out of money. And again, turning on the calculator, we are working with $45. So 45 minus 2. Okay. Rolling again. Let's see what the dice gods have to say. All right, so that is 14 and 4. So number 14, challenge 14. So that was 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and 14. If you're reading this, you owe me a gift. Be the gift. All right, so let's roll and see what we're going to save. 5. All right. Okay. Let's pull this out. Now this one is laminated. Okay. So we're going to save 5. And on the placeholders, the prop money rather, I have some of my favorites. So just a little tour. Hello Kitty's on the 1s. Kuromi is on the 10s. Dua Lipa is on the 5s. Lisa from Blackpink is on the 20s. Dua Lipa is on the 50s. And then Lisa's on the 100s. If you notice a trend, I've picked women that inspire me and characters that I found super cute. That was my whole thinking behind putting them on the bills, and that's it. Nothing else. All right, so that was that challenge. All right, so -5. Woo, that took a chunk out. All right, we have $38 left. Let's go. That's a 10 and a 9. So number 10. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And is that 10? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to number these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. How could you look at me and not want to give me the world? Want to give me the world. The world is not enough. All right. So rolling a d6. Ooh, 6. Ah! All right. Okay. This one is laminated, so we're going to be writing on it. So 6. Woo! All right. All right, so that's $6. And -6. Going again. We're at 32 left. Let's see what the dice gods say. All right. So that was an 8. Wait, I moved the dice. Hold on. All right. 17 and 11. All right, so going with 17. All right, so that was 10 that we just did. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Your novel is calling. All right, we're gonna roll the d6. How much are we saving? $3. Okay. No! Oh my God! I just wrote on the envelope. Thank God it's dry erase. Ah! Oy vey. Okay. Envelope's good. All right. How much are we saving again? $3. Okay. Woof. All right. So -3. All right. So 1, 2, and 3. All righty. $29 left. Let's roll dice again. Okay. That's a 14 and a 4. 14 and 4. So, didn't we just do 14? Yeah, I'm going to have to, I see now I'm going to have to put a number on these so I know which one is which. 1, 2, 3, or maybe a tab. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so we're back to this one. If you're reading this, you owe me a gift. Okay, so roll the d6. 3. Okay. -3. Okay. That leaves me with 26. Going again. 11 and 1. So we're going to go with 11. Before I do that, I forgot to put the money. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going with the number 11. Yep, definitely gonna have to put a tab or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So spa day. Okay. Yeah, 11. Okay. All right. Rolling a d6. 1. Okay. About to mark the envelope again. Golly. Pay attention, Cordia. All right. All right. Leaves me with $25. If I can get the bill to come out. I just need one. All right. Go again. See what the dice gods have to say. Okay, that's a 1 and a 9. So we're going with number 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wait, is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This is 9. New Escalade. All right, so let's roll the d6. 6. Woof. All right, that's a 6. -6. All righty. Okay, going again. We have $19 left. Okay, so that is a 17 and a 1. So 17. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, I've miscounted somewhere. Hold on. Hold, please. I can't count, clearly. I'm going for 17. All right, so let's start from the back. We know this is 20. That's 20. 19. 18. Okay, so that's 19. This is 18. This is 17. And I need 17. All right. Babe, are you okay? You barely touched your full potential goals. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to have to, off camera, label those. We'll number them because that is going to be problematic. All right. 6. All right. I think I'll just put something maybe up there in the corner or maybe down here. I don't know. I'll find I'll find a way to identify it. All right. So that was 6. So that leaves me with 13. I think we'll get like 2 rolls more out of this. Okay, that's an 8 and a 14. Okay, that was 17. So, and I owe 6. Don't forget to put the money. Even if it is prop money. Okay. Now we're going to 14. So again, it's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and this is 14. And 14 is, if you're reading this, you owe me a gift. All right. So that one's got a lot of love so far. All right. Roll a d6. 6. Oh my gosh. I don't know what kind of gift we're buying, but it's going to be a mighty gift. Good Lord. And I have no idea how much I'll be saving with this. It's all up to the dice. So it can be anyone's guess. I don't know. All right. Rolling again. And I'll put the money in there in a sec. All right. Let's roll first. Okay. 2 and a 12. 2 and 12. All right. Let's put the $6 in. And we'll recount after we're done just to make sure. Okay. So I am going to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. This is number 10. and 12. So chewy. Okay. Let's see how much we're saving. We have $7 left. So let's see. 3. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that leaves us with $4. Do we want to chance it? We have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 4. Let's just try it. Let's just see. Live dangerously. Okay, so that's 12. And so 14 is the highest. All right. Let us see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is number 9. Number 10. This is 11. This is 12. 13. And this is 14. If you're reading this, you owe me a gift. All right, so we're going to be gifting ourselves something. Let's see what the dice gods say. Last roll. We have $4. Will we have an IOU or will we have just enough? 2. Okay. $2 it is. All right, and I think we're gonna leave it there. I definitely don't want an IOU, so I'm gonna take 2 out. And I'm going to set it just right there on my calculator so I can remember to put a overflow envelope in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put a paper clip on it. We'll use we'll just use one of these. It's the closest one. Just for right now. All right. So let's see. Let's put this up. I'll leave that there. All right. So that is the end of the money, except for $2. And quite a few were touched. I can see now that labeling these, well, numbering these is going to be the fastest way to get through for me. Well, not fastest, the most accurate way, because I lose track of which one I'm on and which one I rolled, and yeah. So this one got $6. All right, so we're going to put it back in. This one in total got $6. Okay. I can get it in there. There we go. This one got $1. And I should probably turn the money backwards. I did not print them double-sided, just single-sided. There we go. Just so when you flip it over, you can see it. And I'll fix the others. All right, this one got $3. Okay, that one didn't get anything. This one got all the love. So that's 8. That's 10. That's $16. Woof. So I should have $16 here. It's 5, 10, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. 9, 10, 16. So did I forget to stuff one? Looks like, unless, oh no, they're all ones, Cordia. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do a little condensing, because these, as you see, these envelopes aren't very big. So we're gonna take out 2 of the 5s, swap it, well, no, $16 is what we're leaving. So we're gonna take that away and leave a 1. There we go. So we now have a 10, a 5, and a 1. $16. And that is Lucy come to say hello. She has woken up from her nap, nibbled some food, and now she wants a little bit of attention. It is 10:52, so all right. Wrapping this up. All right, this one didn't get anything. This one did. So this one got $6. Okay, this one got $3. I'm being very careful. I don't want to rip these little envelopes that came with the binder. They're really snug. Okay. This one got 2. And this is the last one that gets stuffed. Okay, and we have $2 left over. So I think I'm just going to clip it to the back here. And because I don't really want an IOU. I don't want to have to deal with that. So we will leave that back here, and next time we play, which will be next Thursday, we will start out with $2 and just add it to whatever else that we have. And go from there. So that is pretty satisfying. Pretty satisfying. So, yeah. I'm just double checking to make sure Yep. Yep. That's pretty much what I wanted to cover. checking my notes. Yeah. That it? Yeah, that's it. All right, so I was checking my notes. I had a little bullet point for myself. Went over what the challenge is, why I'm doing it. The proceeds from this challenge, once I'm done, however long it takes me this year to complete it, this will go to, in total, will go to my emergency fund, which was totally depleted when I became unemployed. So all of this will go to my emergency fund, my watch hour playlist, which my watch hour playlist videos will be posted on Wednesdays. And those proceeds will cover car maintenance. I have a lot of car repairs that I need to do. This is going to be my emergency fund, replenishing my emergency fund. So yeah, that's what this book is going to be for. So if you made it to the end of this video and you are watching this, you've watched it all the way to the end, I would appreciate it if you leave me a clock emoji, just to let me know you made it all the way to the end and suffered through all my fumbling. This is my first time filming a video like this. First time creating a challenge like this. This was fun. I had originally just started to create a vision board. I'm like, why not make it into a challenge? If I'm going to be looking at these things, I should have some incentive to actually pick it up and follow through. So that's why I made it into a challenge. I don't know if I'll be selling this on my Etsy shop. Vision boards are very personal, and I don't know how I would create one for a customer, because it would have to be kind of a custom product. If you're interested in something like that, you can message me on Etsy and we can hash things out. I don't even know what I would price it at, though, to be honest with you. This is just something I thought to create for myself. I bought the binder separately, and then I created all my little boards in Canva, and it came with envelopes. So yeah, this was just like a little project for myself. But if you're interested in, you want something similar, I'm not opposed to helping someone create that for themselves, but I don't think this will be something I sell in my Etsy shop, just because it's kind of involved. But I do custom orders. I'll be happy to work with you if this is something you're interested in, but this was fun for myself. I don't intend to officially launch this in my Etsy shop, just in case anybody wants to know. I created this for me, for my goals. You're welcome to create one for yourself. I got the binder off of Amazon. Everybody has access to Amazon if you have the internet. So I got the binder off of Amazon. It was like $9 for the binder. And then with materials to print everything out and laminate everything. That's pretty much all you need. I used photo paper. For this vision board because I wanted a bright, crisp image. And then I laminated it, and then I made it into a cover, so it actually can be removed. It did not come with this. It was just the empty binder with the envelopes. And then I used photo paper for these as well, because I again wanted a nice crisp image. And then I laminated the ones that did not come out wonky due to the ink running out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Did you create a vision board for yourself for this year? What are your goals for this year going forward? What games or challenges will you be playing to motivate yourself to save? thank you for pausing here and sitting with me and honoring not only what I'm working for, but what you're working towards. And let's just all take this year one intentional step at a time and move forward and crush our goals. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good evening. Bye.